is Queen Elizabeth, ruler of England. Oh, I love England.
At the North American box office this weekend, the animated hit Minions keeps its top 3 spot with a take of $28.8 million.
All right, losers, let's hit it!
Coming in second place is the new Adam Sandler movie Pixels. The film is based on old video games from the 1980s. It took in $31.3 million.
When your small energy is compressed, so you have the force of a 200-pound man behind a fist a hundredth of an inch wide, you're like a bullet.
And in first place is the newest addition to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Ant-Man took in $32.3 million, bringing its domestic total to just over $138 million. Jason Gorber is a critic with TwitchFilm.com and is in Montreal. Good to see you, Jason. First of all, Jake Gyllenhaal straps on the gloves in Southpaw, which was released nationwide this week. What did you think, and why didn't it do better?
Well, it did pretty well considering what it is. They're actually, it's a slightly smaller film. You're up against giant summer blockbusters. Yeah. So a sort of more character-driven film like this is going to have a challenge sort of making that top 3. But the film actually made quite a bit of money. But I don't particularly care usually about how much these films make. I care about what the quality of them is. And in this case, the quality is actually okay. As a boxing film, it's really hard. You got Rocky, you got Raging Bull, you got these 2 titanic films in the last several decades that sort of cast a giant shadow over it. So as a boxing film, it's decent. But what is really remarkable are the performances, particularly from Gyllenhaal. He's just knocking it out of the park and doing some really, really amazing acting. So just as an acting exercise alone, and his physical transformation and the way that he actually tells the story, which is pretty decently done, it's a film well worth seeing for him alone. Okay, so
Danish-made documentary The Look of Silence is out in limited release. Tell us a bit about it.
Yeah, so The Act of Killing, Joshua Oppenheimer's original documentary, traced the murders that took place in Indonesia. So you have an Indonesian-Danish co-production that did sort of a more overt film. It was up for Oscars, but people who watch me regularly have heard me go on about this. Look of Silence is sort of a companion film. Really much more quiet, but no less shocking and no less moving movie. In terms of looking at one of the great documentary projects of the last 25 years, The Look of Silence and Act of Killing combined really are that. And to see this film in a theater with an audience, to actually look into the way that reconciliation, it's so moving and it's so powerful and it's so universal. Yes, it's a story very much about Indonesia, but this is a film to seek out. If you have ever loved any nonfiction film, these 2 projects together are among the very best. And Look of Silence, you have a chance to see theatrically, definitely grab it while you can.
All right, let's move on to the Fantasia Film Festival this week, where you are. And one of the films screening was Canadian-made TurboKid. Did you like it?
Yeah, this film's adorable. We talk about Pixels being sort of like more crass sort of 80s nostalgia. TurboKid really gets it. It's this really sort of a mix between BMX movies and Mad Max. It's really a lot of fun, and it definitely has a connection to this amazing festival here at Fantasia, that it was originally pitched during Frontier, the sort of industry section. It went on to play South by Southwest, it played Sundance, and here it had its homecoming, and it was rapturous. It got a 20-minute standing ovation before the film even began. It's tremendous, and it's a great little slice of sort of a Canadian cult cinema, really writ large. When you have a chance as it rolls out, it'll be a really fun film to check out.
All right, film critic Jason Gorber in Montreal. Thanks, Jason. We appreciate it.
All the best.